was feeling hopeless, I was feeling broken.
Hello there, it's Sanu, your again enthusiast back again. Nice to see you all.
Today, I'm sharing the IKEA items worth buying in 2026. From my weekly IKEA hauls, I picked the ones I really recommend, and I also ran a viewer survey. You told me what you were glad you bought. I got 161 responses, and I'll share the most popular ones. So, let's start with kitchen items. Here's my list of purchases. I lean toward new products, with a few consumables mixed in. But your feedback on this next one was so strong, I wanted to show it first. This is a vertical peeler. A lot of people say it's especially convenient for peeling potatoes. A regular peeler is fine too, but with a small potato that's hard to grip, don't you get nervous about your thumb? With a vertical peeler, you hold your thumb along it like a knife and peel like this. It's really easy and so convenient. A lot of you mentioned how affordable it is. You can't get one from other brands at this price. Some of you said it's great for digging out the eyes too. When I shared it on Instagram stories, tons of comments came in, and someone had used theirs for 10 years. And since it stands upright, it's easy to store, and it's dishwasher safe. It doesn't take up much space in the dishwasher either. Next up is tableware. I also received lots of comments about these from my viewers. Someone commented that they found the HARMYNTA series to be lightweight and just the right size. I use these plates all the time myself, and I love how lightweight they are. I think there are about 9 different sizes available. As you can see, the display is pretty wild, with huge stacks of cardboard boxes, which is kind of surprising. But they're great products, so definitely check them out. Although, the display might vary depending on the store. Also, in my personal 2026 kitchen picks, the AFTONHAJ series is one I really loved. Its standout feature is this chrome look, and the lid has a pretty industrial design, which looks really cool. This container has a solid gasket on the lid, so it seals up tightly. I picked up the tray from this series, and instead of storage, I use it as an accessory tray. It's really stylish, so I love it. This is the home of Lucas, who designed the AFTONHAJ series. It sat beautifully within his minimal interior, and it looked lovely. Next is sort of kitchen or maybe storage. This is what you'd call a cutlery tray, or maybe an insert really. This one was really great. It's built to expand like this, so you can set it to whatever width you like. The design is really simple, so it's quick to rinse, which I love. It's not an IKEA piece, and even though this drawer is pretty shallow, it fits right in. The insert it came with was gray, so it felt a bit dark. Switching to white made it look so much brighter and easier to see. For this price, I think it's amazing value. Next, let's move on to storage. Here are my own purchases. Honestly, I didn't buy that many. First, one I loved and got tons of comments about is this mini-size NISSAFORS utility cart. I use mine in the storage room. I took out the middle shelf and put a circulator fan there. Placing it at the front of a deep storage space works really well. Only 2 of the legs have casters, so when I want to move it, I tip it slightly and it still feels stable. This is the store display, and here they paired it with KABBLEKA boxes. The small KABBLEKA box fits perfectly inside too. It looks just right for dividing things up. Over here, they divided it up with uplighter boxes instead. These look like they fit perfectly, both lengthwise and widthwise. Many viewers told me that it's perfect for storing things like hair straighteners and makeup tools. Some also shared that they use it under their desks because of its low height. Next is my absolute favorite tablet stand. It was on sale at one point, and viewers said they tried it and loved it. They loved that such a simple design can adjust both height and angle. They're totally right. You can stand it up at a steep angle. And I set my laptop like this as a second monitor. Next is the evil shelf. A viewer kindly shared this photo. They said how expandable it is a great plus. And that's so true. It's a shelf you can just keep growing outward. And its structure holds up even without a shelf on the very bottom. So with a utility cart or a dolly, it pairs really nicely. I place mine straddling right over my robot vacuum. I also received comments saying that it was very easy to assemble. Another one you brought up was the IKEA PS series. It launched this past May and became a huge talking point. Isn't this viewer photo just gorgeous? It's such a beautiful home that I'll put their handle here, so please go check it out. This lattice is actually just a print. It's a cabinet made for styling little displays, and it's lovely. There's also a utility cart from the IKEA PS series. It's pretty large, and someone who bought it uses it to display and store their dolls, and they shared that with me. Next up is the HYLLIS shelf. Someone sent a photo of theirs simply used as a display shelf. Thank you for sharing your photos. Another common pick was this PÄRKLA storage bag. Whenever I run a survey like this, it comes up for pretty much any theme. They're very affordable, so it's easy to buy several. I personally use them to store seasonal boots, and the size is just perfect. It's also handy for carrying shoes on trips, since it keeps the dirt off. They're actually quite sturdy too. I also love that you can slightly see through them. It's great for storage because you can easily tell what's inside, but they're not completely see-through. I keep mine just like this on the top shelf of my closet. Next is the lighting section. Here's my purchase list, and lighting is what I bought the most of. Looking at the survey responses from my viewers, lighting was the most popular category too. The most mentioned items by far were the IKEA PS series lights, including the floor lamp I'll show you next, and this portable lamp. This portable lamp is honestly one of my favorite purchases. I'm really glad I got it. The glass and metal texture on it is just lovely. Being rechargeable makes it easy to use. And one small downside is the switch isn't raised, so it's a little hard to find by touch. Even so, I still think it's a great product. At its dimmest setting, it's rated to stay lit for over 69 hours. And being portable is such a plus, isn't it? A viewer shared a photo, and like this, you can carry it anywhere, even onto the dining table. That versatility is what makes it great. And this next one is, without a doubt, this year's biggest and most popular product, the IKEA PS 2026 floor light. It has 2 adjustable joints, so you can angle it however you like. It works more like a spotlight, lighting up a specific area. But recently, I've been using it like this as an uplight to illuminate the ceiling. A viewer shared a photo with me. It looks like they're using it as a desk light. Thank you for the lovely photo. Also, this is a fairly new product, but I received a comment from an interior design professional recommending this portable lamp. Thanks so much for that. They shared a photo as well. I really appreciate it. It honestly looks like a restaurant. This is one I keep rebuying. It's a tape light. I put it along the curtain rail and it set a nicer mood than I expected. A viewer sent a photo of theirs mounted on a mirror. I mean, it looks like a hotel, right? Personally, I really love this sensor light. It's the kind you can attach inside a cabinet. It's a sensor light that turns off after 10 seconds, and it's battery powered, but it lasts a long time. It shines downward at an angle, so you can see all the way to the back of the cabinet. When you change the batteries, you take it off the base like this and swap them. I change mine about once every 3 months, though it depends on where it is. This spot by my entryway is kind of a display shelf, and I set one up here too. The sensor responds really well, and getting 2 in a set at this price is incredibly appealing. Next up is the decoration category. Here are the items I purchased. I seem to have quite a few clocks. First off, this season they released dried plants, real ones, and I thought they were wonderful. Viewers said that they were great value too. There were 6 kinds this season. I bought 2 of them, and both were lovely. The bunny tail one does shed a little. This year, lots of new clocks came out, and I picked up several myself. They look stylish, and I really like them. If you're after an alarm clock or any clock, IKEA is a great place to look. Another really common comment from you all was about these LED candles. It also comes with a charging tray, and someone commented that it's such a clever idea to have rechargeable candles like these. I light this combo on my dining table and really enjoy it. It's become so easy, which I love. There's even a 12-piece version. I went with the 4-piece one. There's also a new LED candle built right into a candle holder. This one is really lovely, isn't it? Someone sent this photo, and is that a bathroom? It looks so stylish. This is another comment from one of my viewers. It's a light-up decorative mirror designed by Sabine, who also designed the donut lamp. I love how beautifully it glows. Next is the miscellaneous category. It suddenly got pretty broad, but here's what I bought. I kept rebuying rechargeable batteries, and one of my favorite purchases this year is this speaker. I also had viewers who said they bought the same speaker in the survey. The orange one at the bottom is the speaker. It's wall-mounted and looks really stylish. People also commented that being portable at this price is a real win. This is a Bluetooth speaker, so you connect your phone and enjoy big sound. But I want to share another way I use it. For example, in the kitchen, do you ever struggle to hear the TV? That's when a Bluetooth speaker plays the sound up close. That said, an older TV like ours can't send Bluetooth, so in that case, using a transmitter like this lets you send the audio out. I got mine on Amazon. You know those ones sold for sending audio on airplanes? This is the same kind of thing. When sending Bluetooth from a TV, it depends on the transmitter, and this speaker gets a fair bit of audio lag. With anime, it's not really noticeable, but with dramas, I think you'd notice it. I own a lot of Bluetooth speakers, and sound-wise, the black and white one is my clear favorite. This is a speaker you can use in the bath. The right one is a speaker and a light, but as a light, it won't work for reading at all. It's really just ambient, so it's not for anyone who wants real brightness. The design, though, is just gorgeous. This is a wireless charger for your phone. It has a built-in light and looks great as decor, and the glass tray holds glasses or accessories. This is also a wireless charger, and the cork makes it stylish, angled nicely for viewing. I love both, and then one more came out, arriving in Japan a bit late, and in the end, well, I ended up buying it too. You can also use it like a stand, and it's adorable. And of course, smart plugs. A whole variety of new ones launched this year. I don't think anywhere else has them this cheap. There's also a smart bulb, this one bundled with a remote. And the smart bulb goes without saying, but the remote was surprisingly good. The design and feel are both nice, and I like that it uses regular AAA batteries, not a coin cell.
Honestly, the one I wouldn't recommend is this.
The design is nice.
but I find it a little difficult to operate.
So I've had some trouble with it. You can dim the light by turning this knob, but the knob also works as a switch, so I sometimes accidentally press it when I mean to turn it, and sometimes I want to press it, but end up turning it instead. It happens pretty often, so if you're going to buy a remote control, I personally recommend the one I showed you earlier. This one can also be dimmed by pressing and holding, so once you get used to it, it's totally usable. But if you ask me which one I recommend, I'd go with this one. Next up are sofas. The most commented one from viewers was this DYVLINGE sofa. It's a personal armchair really. People sent photos in orange and beige. A lot of viewers also said that their dogs and cats ended up taking it over. And this is from someone who bought the JÄTTEBO sofa. Isn't it just stunning? They sent me a photo. Thank you for that. The JÄTTEBO is so stylish, and the whole inside is storage, making it really functional. And recently the color options have grown a lot, so the covers are much easier to match to your interior. It's modular, so you can mix the chaise part and the sofa however you like. If any of you watching have an IKEA purchase you loved this year, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear which IKEA items you bought and what you've been enjoying. And if you'd like to share a photo with us, there's a community section on this channel where you can post your own photos. I'd absolutely love to see what you've bought and how you're using it. And everyone else can check them out too. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Next time, I'll be back with more new IKEA products. See you very soon in the next video.